Hi everyone, and Dragon with you. So today we have two events, Guardians of Outland and Scorching Days, both for one day only. As yesterday I prepared a report over how expensive it is in terms of emeralds, and also we'll check these events and I'll show you my plan for them, not to spend too much. So first of all, we have Guardians of Outland. You need to log in, reach the IP up to 5th, spend emeralds up to 50,000 emeralds, spend energy up to 12,000 energy. And then we have hero soul stone. So where did I get them? I just went to the shop and traded my coins into the soul stones of heroes I already have and got even more coins to the soul shop. That's it. Then we have open chests in Outland, so my typical 12 a day during the event. If it asks, it's not so expensive and it allows me to do something. So up to 65 chests. And finally, for doing the quests, you get extra rewards. But remember that this reward is great, but in one day it's too expensive, I would say. Next, we have Scorching Days. So login, same. Reach AP up to 5, same. Emeralds up to 50,000 to get demonic sparks. So Titan soul stones. Also, you can get skin stones for Titans with a little chance, I guess, and also gold. Next, we have spending energy up to 8,000 energy. You see that this amount is less than the previous one. Next, we have up to 500 soul stones. And finally, 65 outland chests. So we will compare these two events and I'll show you the value. Finally, complete summonings in the summoning circle. Okay, so let's go to analysis section and I'll show you first about emeralds. Let's talk about emeralds for both of these events. So as you see on my diagram, the first part isn't so hard, I would say, if you are an active arena player, if you have some reserves. But still, I think that you don't need to spend over 1000 as I did today. I did it just to collect more energy from the trading. That's it. So first of all, the part of 1000 looks almost similar, and I would say many people can afford it. Then I have the yellow arrows showing where the right event stands in the left event part. So actually the problem is you can't stop at little amount. If you want to double dig, you need to be careful. So check this out. We have 1,500 at the left, then we have 2,000 at the right, then 3,000 at the left. And so we go there and forward, there and back, and then we have two quests of the right part, which are between 6,000 and 12,000. So arrows will help you to understand where you should stop to get value from both events and not to spend too much. So that's how we get to the line 200,000, I guess. And below this line, we have 3 parts at the left and 2 parts at the right. So actually, what it means? It means that you need to check the highest value you are ready to spend and draw a line where you still can get both rewards and stop there. So don't get everything, please. We have other events and we have another, the Great Storm soon. Now let's talk about another part, which is energy. So energy is also kind of tricky here. So if you think it's cheap, it's not so cheap. So before we start calculating, remember that we have 100 free energy from logging in for one of these events. Then we have 500 from developers as the new event started. And also we have 3 free 60s, that's 180. And daily income is like 10 every hour. So I don't know what amount of time you're ready to play. So I calculated from 120 to 240. And in average, let's assume we just get enough to complete 2,500, for example. So first of all, before the green line, it's easy. You just collect everything and you just stay here, get your daily bonuses and collect it. Then we have options which also make sense. So you see this green complete part. So I just traded some emeralds into energy with a good exchange course. I think that you can trade 50. You obviously sometimes, not maybe not today, can trade 100. And if you really want to get higher values, then you can also trade 150. So that's how we go to the yellow line where you can stop, because after the yellow line you have options which allows you to get 120 for 200 emeralds every time. So the amount of times you need, check yourself where you need to stop. One more time, you see that these values are in between. So you have left and right, left and right, left and right. So actually the highest value you can get with double is 8,000 energy. So at 8,000 energy, you complete everything at Scorching Days, and you just skip the other 4,000 and don't collect them at Guardians of Outland. So one more time, please be sure that you stop at the right position, you get double value, and you don't invest too much into this event. Okay? So according to my calculations, the value of emeralds is pretty high. Much higher than if you would do it same event, but with 3 days, it would be much cheaper than this. Okay, so I hope my analysis helps you to get like the plan for your event, what amount of emeralds you are ready to spend on each part. We also have the final part, which is about obviously Outland. So at Outland, we also have almost same value as yesterday, right? But we also have 25 chests. Fortunately, this time we have almost same amounts. So it's kind of easy to calculate because we have same amounts at the left and the right. So wherever you stop, you kind of double value yourself. Anyway, the first part is logical, so I get 12 a day, and you also can try to get next reward with trading 200 into one chest. After that, we have all the 200s collected, and that's how we get actually 21 free chests, right? So after that, you are offered two options: 500 per chest. That's what we do if you want 25 chests 4 times, so it's still cheaper than get 10 plus 5. Or we can go for 10 plus 5, so 4,500. So I would recommend you to get most value, right? So if you want to stop, then use 500 options before the black light. If you want to continue, then, well, I would recommend 10 plus 5 anyway, because it's cheaper than just getting 9 with nothing else, right? Or getting 10 just with nothing else. It's still better. So that's my calculations about amount of emeralds you need to spend on each part. Let me just remind you real quick, that's the Outland, and that's on energy. So if you add those two numbers, you probably can evaluate your budget and check the amount of resources you can spend. Personally, I'll stop here. So you see, I am not going to spend too much. I'll wait for next events, and I hope you can just be careful and wait for the most valuable event for yourself. Thank you for watching. See you in my next videos, and good luck to you.